to see and bring out the best in others. As an active listener who deeply understands the needs of others, they're often the first to lend a helping hand, and they are dedicated to seeing others succeed. The following athletic awards were previously announced at the athletic banquet this year. Mr. Craig Scott is already here. The athletic and academic awards are presented to Daniel Keynes and Sarah Grushy. These awards, sponsored by the town of Torbay, are valued at $250 each.
Good now?
Yep. Good. At this time, I would like to ask Brad Daw to come forward to present the Holy Trinity High Male and Female Athlete of the Year Awards. These are presented to students who excel in sport and give back to their community as Pat did. This year's recipients are Cameron Penton and Olivia King. These awards, valued at $250, are sponsored by the Pat Daw Classic Softball Tournament. This tournament is where the community, family, and friends come together to celebrate Pat and to raise funds. Pat was a dedicated volunteer in Torbay and a multi-sport athlete who exemplified sportsmanship. Congratulations, Cameron and Olivia. At this time, I would like to ask Mr. Keith Connors, our Social Studies Department Head, to join Mayor Craig Scott to present the Town of Torbay Business Competition Awards. In third place, receiving $200, is Jonathan Cantwell. Mr. Connors is coming in.
Wait for the boss.
In second place, receiving $300, is Karina Plakti. In first place, receiving $500, is Megan Williams. Megan is also the second place winner of the provincial competition. I would like to ask Ms. Small, our other guidance counselor, to come up now and present the last number of awards.
Well, I'm way taller. I would like to ask the Walsh family to come forward to present the Karen Walsh Memorial Awards. 3 awards of $500 each will be presented to graduating students of Holy Trinity High School in memory of beloved teacher and administrator Karen Lynn Walsh. This year's recipients are Andrew Lamb, Kellyanne Peckham, and Maddie Keats. These awards honor her legacy and the lives of her 3 children, Sophie, Lily, and Katie Lynn. By recognizing students who have experienced challenges within the school system but have the potential to achieve great things after high school in their lives. Congratulations, Andrew, Kellyanne, and Maddie.
Thank you, Ms. Small and Ms. Kavanaugh, for presenting the awards to our graduates. Each student present here today should be very proud of their accomplishments. Representing the Holy Trinity High class of 2025 is Alita Hunt, this year's valedictorian. It is my pleasure to hand over the podium to Alita for the valedictory address.
Hello. So this is not in my speech, but the first thing I wanted to say is that after all of these years, my name still gets spelled wrong on everything. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Hello, everyone. I know it's been a long evening of awards, speeches, and watching people walk across the stage, but we're here today in celebration of 13 years of accomplishments. So I'd like to make the moment last a little bit longer with some final words for the graduates. First of all, I'm truly honored to be given the opportunity to represent my graduating class, to give advice, thanks, reminisce, and hopefully inspire you before we end our school years together. Looking back on where it all started seems distant, yet at the same time, only yesterday. Playing cops and robbers at the playground, too young to go past the big rock, or having sports days in the field. Now, there's no such thing as too young. We're only defined by the limits we allow to be placed on ourselves. We've come to learn that the purpose of the education system was to open doors for us, to create opportunity. We're walking through the first one as soon as we leave this ceremony. In graduating high school, the world opens up to us, offering its truly limitless possibilities for how we can live our lives. Even after learning to navigate through obstacles including stress, relationships, and endless assignments, we're still left with a seemingly impossible decision to make. But remember, there is no right decision. Some of us will move on to post-secondary, pursuing knowledge, professional jobs, or just finding our passions. Others will travel the world, continue our athletic careers, serve our country, make music, join the labor force, advocate for our beliefs, share our art, spend time with loved ones, or start a business. There really are infinite possibilities. This is super daunting, but also super exciting. If you don't know what to do next, start by trying everything. By finding what you don't enjoy, you're one step closer to finding what you do. Once you find it, as long as you have a plan to achieve your dreams, There is nothing stopping you from making them come true. And I know every single person sitting in front of me is capable, hardworking, and resilient. We made it through middle school in the midst of a global pandemic, months of online school, social distancing, and essentially wearing hazmat suits, so it's certainly been put to the test. Whether you were homeschooled, came from HDE, Cape St. Francis, or another school, province, or country altogether, you got here, walked across that stage, and you deserved it, 100%. However, we didn't do it alone. Although it was our own hard work, passion, and determination that got us to where we stand today, I believe I can speak for most when I say it was made possible due to the incredible support system around us. The tough love of our daycare moms, patience of our elementary teachers, encouragement from junior high, and the guidance of every single teacher in this room were all instrumental to our success. Staff, you go above and beyond to ensure our futures are bright, even in spite of all our missed classes and late assignments. This dedication to our journey did not go unnoticed, and I want to thank you all for every sacrificed lunchtime, second chance opportunity, reference letter, word of advice, extra help session, and late nights spent correcting tests and answering emails. The same thanks goes out to coaches, tutors, bus drivers, and all others that offered their time to build up our lives. Every smile that greeted us at the entrance each morning brought us one step closer to this stage. And of course, a deep thank you to our parents, guardians, family, and friends. Your unwavering loyalty has allowed us to grow into the people we are today. You are lifelong chauffeurs, therapists, teachers, and so much more. Whenever we feel like giving up on something, you put us back on track. Give us motivation to strive for greatness and to be the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be. You've always been there for us through the best and worst of times, so thank you for continuing to be a shoulder to rely on. My final gratitude goes out to the graduates. Thank yourselves. We got ourselves up here. We showed up, took notes, studied, practiced, worked and trained hard, and learned so much along the way. And our accomplishments were hardly all academic. Ultimately, it's these insights that we take with us moving forward, not that one failed course, test, or 1% away from perfect. We learned how to socialize, create a work-life balance, stay active, be environmentally conscious. The lessons are unending. The same cannot be said, however, for our high school careers. With the thrilling new beginning, sadly comes a bittersweet end. Although it may not seem like it now, we are the leaders of tomorrow, the future of the world. And this chapter of our lives has provided us with the necessary foundational skills to fill the role. We have been given the means to make the future magical, and I can't wait to see all the compassionate, brilliant, and beautiful people we're going to become. Wherever we may end up, I hope we all find fulfillment in our lives, in everything we do. I hope our paths cross again, and I wish you all the very best. And with that said, I want to give a huge congratulations to the graduating class of 2025.
Thank you, Alita, for those wonderful and heartfelt words. Miss Stephanie Chater, our assistant principal, is going to come forward with some closing remarks and some housekeeping items.
Good evening, graduates, families, teachers, and invited guests. As we come to a close of this memorable evening, Graduates, hold tight because your moment is coming. We're going to throw your hats, so parents, get ready. But first, a few words. To the class of 2025, you have achieved something truly remarkable. I remember sitting with many of you in front of me on your first day of junior high at JRI. Together, we spent the day organizing our big zipper binders and learning how to use combination locks. From those early days to this proud moment of graduation, it has been an honor to witness your growth and accomplishments. Tonight is not just a celebration of academic success, but a tribute to your resilience, determination, and unwavering spirit. Each of you has overcome challenges, embraced opportunities, and contributed uniquely to our school community. Before we conclude, a few housekeeping items. Graduates, please remember to cash your checks. Any award winners receiving over $500 are kindly asked to see Ms. Channing over at the table before you leave. Please remember to return your school-issued Chromebooks back to the school tomorrow if you have not already done so. Don't forget to order your yearbooks. The link is posted on the school webpage. Report cards will be available tomorrow after our closing assembly around 12 o'clock. The Department of Education will make an announcement over the summer when transcripts will be available through PowerSchool, and you will need to know your password. Finally, we would like to take a class picture in front of the 2025 numbers as soon as the ceremony is over. As you prepare to embark on the next chapter of your journey, whether continuing your education, entering the workforce, or exploring new paths, carry forward the values of integrity, compassion, and a commitment to lifelong learning. We are immensely proud of each and every one of you. Congratulations once again, and may your future be filled with continued success, happiness, and fulfillment. Okay, graduates, our night comes to an end. It is time to celebrate your achievement. So get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the class of 2025. Graduates, after you've collected your hats, can you please make your way to the 2025 so we can get a class picture? Thank you.
A quick note, if you've lost your hat in the decorations, we do ask the staff to collect them after. So in the event that is yours up there that we're staring at, we will get it down for you later. Thank you.
Okay, graduates, make your way over to the 2025, and then you can start to celebrate with your families.